As we enter the fall season, a lot of people are looking at different ways they can try to avoid getting sick. And a lot of church members ask us from time to time, what do you guys do? You guys stay so healthy. Well, we have one big power tip that we're going to share with you today that explains just that. Let's do this.
So obviously, as we move back into the fall season, I've even broke out a hoodie, which is like crazy, but it was like 63 degrees this morning. And I'm kind of in mourning because you all know that I love summer, but
our daughter Blake is freaking out right now
loves
because
fall.
We're still having like 90 and 100 degree days, but
Yeah.
she's like, it's fall.
She baked pumpkin, everything, all weekend long,
Exactly.
right? Well, today, as we are talking about health, and all the kids are back in school, it just happens that when we get back into rooms together, germs start flying and people start getting sick more often. So in the summertime, we're out in the sun in the beautiful, weather, and kids aren't together with all those germs. And so we want to just help you with some things that we have done over our lifetime. I mean, obviously, we're not doctors.
Right.
We just try to be as natural as possible because God obviously created our bodies and He created them to heal themselves. So if we take good care of the one body that we have, which is really our philosophy and everything that we do, then we feel like our body's naturally gonna fight the infection, naturally, gonna heal itself.
Yeah. So obviously, living the life that we live, we're full-time pastors, we're in ministry. We're going from one event to the next constantly. Even right now, today, the day that we're recording, it's a Monday. Yesterday was multiple services. We got up early, worked hard all day. You sound sick right now as we're shooting a video.
It's a terrible day to
helping
shoot a video
you
like
to
this.
not be sick. She's not sick, but she
No.
sounds sick because our voices are just wore out. But
Yeah.
but when you're doing ministry and you're doing what God wants you to do, you need to have energy. And
Right.
when you're raising a family and you're working hard and you're really just go like we all are, we have to take care of our bodies.
You want to feel good.
We want to feel good. You want to
Yeah.
have energy, and which means we need to get, of course, a decent amount of sleep is a huge thing. We want to drink a lot of water. There's things that we need to do, practically to make sure that we're, maintaining a really healthy lifestyle. We all know our bodies, and I can tell if I haven't had enough sleep, or if
You're just starting to feel down.
I'm starting to feel like, okay, my immune system is starting to really take a toll on the way that I've been abusing my body.
Yeah.
And so I feel like something's coming on, something's starting to happen. So what do you do the second you feel it coming on?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to back up before that because everybody won't do this, but I personally do this drink almost every single day. Before I put any food into my body, the only thing I will drink before this is a cup of coffee, okay? But every morning I do this drink, and so I'm going to kind of walk you through what I put into this drink that I'm going to recommend for you. But if you start feeling yourself getting sick, okay? I'm talking like all the upper respiratory garb, not like flu, not like stomach bug, okay? That's not what this is for.
Maybe your
But
throat
this
hurts
is,
and you're just feeling achy and you're
Exactly.
like, okay, I don't feel good.
Okay, so this is what I would recommend. So just get a glass of water. And I will say this is not a drink that you're gonna sip on because it's like super yummy. It's more like a shot that you're gonna take, and it's not gonna be that pleasant, but you know that everything going down is so stinking beneficial that it's worth it.
So let me clarify. You're gonna really think it tastes horrible, some of you.
I actually don't.
But it's tolerable. It's not like completely like off the charts, like I'm never doing this drink again. It's tolerable, but by no means are we saying this is the most amazing drink ever.
No.
You're not drinking this drink because you're going to enjoy it. You're drinking it because you know it's truly going to just bring some powerful benefits to your health.
Yep. Okay. So I literally do about a half a glass. Okay. Sometimes I do a little bit less even if I just want to just gonna chug it.
Really, what's more important is what goes into it after this.
Yep. So first of all, I'm just going to start with apple cider vinegar. There are so many benefits to apple cider vinegar. We'd be here all day. You can just Google it. There are so many videos out there. There's books been written, but I'm going to tell you just a couple of the reasons I love apple cider vinegar, okay? Apple cider vinegar literally boosts your immune system, but it also is an anti-inflammatory. So the second you put food in your body, your body, especially if it doesn't like the food, you start to flame up, right? You get swollen a little bit. Maybe you get bloated a little bit.
Yeah.
All of those uncomfortable things that you just don't feel fantastic once we start putting the food into our body. Also, the reason I drink this before I eat any food every day, okay? So apple cider vinegar, it also then improves digestion. So those are some of the reasons I do it, but there's many, many other reasons.
And I'll add too, real quick, the reason I love apple cider vinegar is for a long time, and it was diet related, I dealt with a lot of acid reflux.
Right.
And so for me, as I just felt that burning sensation coming up my throat, all I would literally have to do is just drink a little bit of diluted apple cider vinegar, and immediately I would feel it just go away.
Yeah.
And so that I don't
that
know
would
exactly, scientifically, I know that it neutralizes the acid
Yep.
in your body, but it's amazing how instantaneously you can feel the difference.
Yep. There's
So it's
so
a
many
very
benefits.
powerful ingredient.
So you can do a tablespoon. You can do more than that if you really like it. Some people really like the flavor. Most people don't. I do a tablespoon, okay? So just gonna put a tablespoon. The next thing that I'm gonna put in is turmeric. You can get different brands. The most important thing with any of the spices that you're gonna use today is make sure they're organic, okay? Make sure that they are not loaded with anything other than just what God intended for them to be. So turmeric is so good. It's this like gold, beautiful gold color. It will change the color of your water immediately.
It'll also change the color of your clothing, so be very careful
Yes.
because it stains really easy.
It's true.
Found
It
out the
really,
hard
really
way.
does. It'll also stain your teeth.
Yep.
So after you drink this drink, rinse your mouth with water, okay? But turmeric reduces inflammation. It's the #1 reason that I also take this. I visibly can tell a difference in my own body. So lots of other benefits, but for me, that's why I do it. I'm gonna put 1/4 of a teaspoon. You could also do just like 1/8 if you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. I do 1/4,
It
okay?
doesn't seem to have a whole lot of taste to me, so it doesn't really bother me.
No, it's real. The taste is not bad at all. All right, the next thing I'm gonna put in is ginger. Ginger has so many benefits as well. Ginger will help balance your blood sugar, okay? So you don't get those highs and lows. It also will help fight infection, and it also helps the digestive system. Ginger's hot, okay? It's gonna be what's hot in this drink, which my mom loves
And the cayenne
hot
pepper.
stuff. And so she actually likes this drink just to be drinking it because it is pretty hot. All right, the next thing I'm gonna put in, if I can get the lid back on that, is, and I have it in a little container because I sent the other with my daughter, and that is cinnamon. Cinnamon boosts your metabolism, and that's one of the #1 reasons that I put it in my morning drink. Because as we get older, our metabolism obviously starts to slow down. We want to rev it up, okay? So there's lots of things you can do, but why not just throw some cinnamon in and let it activate in your body? So that's one of the big reasons for me.
So it's an activator.
It also lowers your blood pressure if you have issues with that, and it fights bacteria. So a lot of the bacteria that can build up in your body, cinnamon fights against that, and again, it reduces inflammation. So like to me, these are super
And the flavor
foods.
is phenomenal. I mean, who doesn't like
I
cinnamon?
love cinnamon.
Love cinnamon.
So cinnamon, again, I'm gonna take 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Boom.
I will say that cinnamon has a harder time mixing with your water,
Smells so good.
but I'll show you what to do in a second. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna put in is pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt, in and of itself, has 80 minerals. So this is not like good old-fashioned
I think it's actually more than that.
iodine
It has
salt.
a ton of
okay?
minerals in it.
I believe 84 technically. But this salt is actually good for you. Okay, so we're not talking about the table salt that is in all of our foods that we're eating that's causing all the inflammation. Everybody has to know your own body. I actually start my day, before I even do this drink, I do a huge 32-ounce container of water at the gym, and I do pink Himalayan salt in it
Salt water.
at the gym.
I know what you're
I know.
thinking. I mean,
She's such a weirdo.
you can comment if you want, but I already know you're thinking that we're freaking weird. I understand.
I don't care.
Because I know when I'm at the gym and I'm like, the water fountain at our gym, I don't know, it's like somebody moved it off the wall, it's gone. And
I didn't know it's gone.
yeah, there's no
That's
water
weird.
fountain. So
But water fountains are nasty
there have been
anyway
times-
because you're like putting your mouth over it where other people's mouths have been.
Precisely. So I go to your water bottle.
Yes.
Only
and
to
you're
remember
to get salt water.
that it's salt water.
That's right.
I'm like, what planet do you live on? Anyway.
I feel good.
Feel good.
Okay, so I also did a 1/4 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan. Now,
boom.
Next.
Now you said that this ginger was hot.
Yeah.
Do you not think cayenne is hot?
I do. This is also a little secret boost,
So
and it is.
We're going to give it a double shot of hot.
We are.
Okay.
This is cayenne pepper, okay? And you're right, it is hot, but it is also an activator. It literally...
We're going to have you so activated. I'm just telling you.
It boosts your immune system and activates your body. So this is something you should have. And here's what's funny, okay? You can look all this up and people will give you recipes like cook with it. And you can. You can cook with everything that I am talking about. For me, I don't want to think all day long about putting turmeric in something I'm making.
Just throw it all in a drink.
I put it in a drink.
And you know you're getting it.
And I get it down.
Yep.
First thing in the morning,
Boom.
okay? So I'm going to give 1/8 of a teaspoon of the cayenne. Of course, if any one of these things you can't handle, just leave it out, okay? I like all of the goodness, so I put it all in one drink. Some people, it might be too much for you. Now.
Ready for the lemon?
Yes, I am. Will you cut a lemon?
I will.
Okay, so the next thing that I put, and this will be the last, is I usually do a half to a full squeezed lemon. Oh, actually, let me grab a squeezer.
You want to use the squeezer?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So if you don't have a handy dandy squeezer, you should get one because it keeps the little seeds from getting in your drink.
Here we go. This is so much fun. If you have a little one at home, let them do it.
Yeah, make a big mess.
Cool.
But lemons, you may not realize this, but lemons are loaded with vitamin C, okay? So especially if you're feeling that sickness coming on, okay? When I talk about leaving something out, this would not be one to leave out, okay? The apple cider vinegar, the lemon, don't leave those out of this drink. So normally what I would do is I would take this little frother that my daughters use for their coffee.
Let's hear it.
And I would just put this down in there and it just push the little button on top and it does its thing. It blends it so fast, so great.
And why will you not be using it today?
Because life happens. And Brad was doing the dishes and he's amazing. So he was doing the dishes and he loaded the dishwasher. Well, you know, he didn't realize that this little device was battery powered.
No, I just thought you move it around real fast.
You fried our frother.
I'm sorry. But case in point.
So we'll get over it.
Brad was doing the dishes.
He was doing the dishes. So don't gripe. Just let it go. Buy another frother. It's fine. All right. So I'm just going to use a little whisk, okay? We're just going to whisk it up. So here's what you're going to do. Literally down the hatch. Is this weird watching me drink this? I feel like it's weird.
I feel like it's weird. Okay, so we're going to give you some bonus things that you can do in addition to this drink if you really are feeling like your body is taking on some sickness. So what we do is sometimes we will add vitamin C. We like getting it in a chewable form. Get a high quality brand of any sort. But we recommend 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C, or if you are really getting sick and you need to take more, you can take more. Your body will tell you when you've taken too much because you will get diarrhea.
Yep.
So when that happens, back it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Another thing that we would recommend is colloidal silver. If you've never heard about that, it's something that we've used for years.
Absolutely.
Very powerful. We usually do like a tablespoon or two of it.
3 or 4 times a day.
3 or 4 times a day.
Echinacea is the other one that we would generally use if you got strep throat.
And if I feel like my body's kind of getting achy, I'll do 3 echinacea, 3 capsules 3 times a day.
Yes.
Until it breaks. The way that you manage and steward the body, the vessel that God has given you, is one other way that we can worship God and express to Him how much we love and appreciate Him for the things He's given us.
Absolutely. So we hope this helped you. If it did, you can jump on there, you can like, you can share this video with your other friends, that it might be a blessing to them as well. We'll catch you next time.